so hot today.
It's so hot. Have you guys realized that the temperature we're facing today is a lot warmer than we were little?
Yes, I realized that because before this I drink about 5 glass of water per day, but nowadays about 8 glass of water I drink every day because of the temperature is very hot.
Yeah, you gotta drink more water to stay hydrated. What about
Yeah,
you, Aruna?
guys, so true. It's very hot, and I would like to tell that over geologic time, the Earth's average temperature has changed as a result of the sun's output, the tilt and the position of the Earth in its orbit, and the concentration of greenhouse gases. Scientists have developed a good understanding of the natural variation in these factors by examining different proxies for extreme temperatures. Observations tell us that these natural factors have not been exchanging over the last 100 years or so in a way that would explain the observed temperature increases. So, what climate change really is?
From what I gather, climate change is defined as the rise in global temperature that is attributed to direct or indirect human activity, which alters the composition of the global atmosphere. Human activity includes the pollution that arises from industrial activities and other sources that produces the greenhouse gases. These gases, such as carbon monoxide, have the ability to contribute to the warming of atmosphere. Once released, this gas can trap in the atmosphere for 10 to 100 of years.
Okay, absolutely. Do you guys know what cause of the climate change? You guys know?
Yeah, I think we know some of it.
I read
What about you?
somewhere human are to blame for the heat that we are facing today. Okay, climate change is largely caused by human activities, and it presents serious threat to nature and people. Without ambitious global warming mitigation effort, temperature will rise of this century until 40 degrees Celsius, and it will affect the whole planet. Okay, the main factor of this if climate changing are Earth's surface has undergone unprecedented warming over the last century, and especially in this country. Okay, scientists have devised different methods to answer this question, and it matching the observation and pattern that positively identified by the human fingerprint. The fingerprint that humans have left on the Earth climate are turning up in a diverse range of record and can be seen in the ocean, in the atmosphere, and also the Earth's surface. Scientists agree that today warming is primarily caused by humans putting too much carbon in the atmosphere, like when we choose to extract the burnt coal, oil, gas, and cut down and also burn forests. It will affect of our climate. Okay.
I think that is true, Shamil, but not just human activity. I mean, human is not the only person to be blamed on the rise of the climate temperature, but natural factors has, in a way or two, contributed to the rise of the temperature which we are facing, including volcanic eruptions. Volcanoes are the most dramatic and rapid agents of geologic change. And erupting volcanoes can eject vast amount of ashes and gases into the atmosphere and cover the ground with lava flows. Large eruptions are dangerous, but the most devastating impact is their effect on Earth's climate. The other one is ocean currents. The world's ocean is crucial to heating the planet. While land areas and the atmosphere absorb some sunlight, the majority of the sun's radiation is absorbed by the ocean. The ocean doesn't just store solar radiation, it also helps to distribute heat around the globe. Yeah, Aruna?
That's just the causes of it. we are more concerned is the effects that it poses on man, earth, and the entire world. Here I would like to state some causes that first one is depletion of Arctic ice through greenhouse effect is necessary for all of us to survive on this planet, but an increase in greenhouse gases causes temperature to rise, which can result in harmful effects to the ecology and environment. The increase in temperature of atmosphere has resulted in shrinking of Arctic ice. And the second one is wildfires. The hot and dry condition causes wildfires to spread across dense forests and make it perfect recipe for disaster. They only not reduce green cover but also push forest animals forward. Higher altitudes animals that could not survive become extinct and gets their name registered in the list of endangered animal species. And the third one is heat waves. The large amount of greenhouse gases released from industries, vehicles, agriculture activities increase the concentration of modern carbon dioxide and heats up the atmosphere. The increased temperature then causes heat waves and makes it difficult for people to survive. So how about you, Ayu?
Yeah, I think it is very true. But that's not just the effect of it. Other effects will be loss of wildlife species. Wildfires, deforestation, shifting habitat have caused several species to become extinct, pushed them few of them towards extinction, and rest of them have migrated to some other places. If experts are to be believed, 1/4 of Earth species could extinct by 2050. In year 2008, polar bear was added to the list of animals that could be extinct due to rise in sea level. When the rise in sea level happen, some parts of the earth are going to naturally be warmer than others, but as the climate changes, that means that so will these areas. Warmer conditions may also lead to other areas not getting enough precipitation, and even some areas that may get more than they should. It will also cause parts of glaciers to melt, which could lead to flooding in certain areas and could make the sea levels rise. And another one is shifting habitat. Prolonged heat wave, deforestation, wildfires, high temperatures have pushed plants and animals towards higher altitudes. The worst part is that most of them are not able to survive due to changing climate conditions and have moved them towards extinction.
Yes, I think others effect will be, and most seriously is high temperature that happen nowadays. The continuous increase of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere has caused temperature to rise, which is called as greenhouse effect. True greenhouse effect is necessary for survival, will only create harmful effect for us and this environment. During last century, Earth's average temperature rose by 1 degree Fahrenheit, which itself is a cause of concern. As you can see, climate change can really be a negative force on our planet Earth. It is time for you to take a look at the things that can be done to help improve the environment and help to slow down the process of climate change. If we can do that, then the world will be able to sustainable for much longer. That doesn't mean that climate change is completely avoidable tough.
Exactly, Shamil. We can see there are many effects of climate changes that seriously affecting our environment, health and biodiversity. If we still have not taken any action to prevent the climate changes, our Mother Earth will become more sick seriously. Furthermore, when the deforestation continues occurs, there will be having many different consequences to our environment. Climate changes will also lead to psychological problems such as post-traumatic disorder, stress, anxiety, and violence among the communities. So, to protect our environment and give our next generation to have a better place to stay, we must always know how to prevent the climate changes, such as stop cutting off the trees, saving energy, carpooling, and so on. As the saying goes, we do not inherit the world from our ancestors, but we borrow it from the next generation. What about you, Aruna?
Yeah, you are right. The question is not whether climate change is happening, but what we want to do about it. So, the evidence that humans are causing global warming is strong, but the question of what to do about it remains controversial. Economics, sociology, and politics are also important factors is planning for the future. Even if we stop emitting greenhouse gases today, the earth would still warm by another degree or so. But what we do from today forward makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, yes, I agree about what you guys said, and we try.
Yeah. We should all make a pledge that we should do something, or at least a lot of things, or at least something, to actually prevent the world from getting hotter. We can all do our bits to help the environment.
yeah,
Yes.
we should.
Yeah.
Because when the climate change and the global warming, the tree cannot process seriously to make the food,
Yeah. And later on it will affect us.
and it will affect
Yeah.
to a human also.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.